Hello everyone. So today I'm going to introduce a library called Recharts. So it is a charting library and it let us use a React to create like a chart, like a React component to use in our web applications. So here it's a website. It's like recharts.org, and here you can find different examples. Like you can have like a simple lie chart, or this like a different style using dash or area chart. So there are tons of examples for us to follow here, but unfortunately the drawback of this library is that it's a little bit tricky to set up it initially. So unlike a React app, we have this like a command called nps create React app, but Rechart doesn't have that. So I actually spent a lot of time to figure out how to get a bare minimum like a web app working so that you don't have to. So in the description, I put a link and I put this into my GitHub account there. So this is like the repository. So you can just come here and clone the repository. Yeah, here you go. So you can just clone the repository to local. So I already did that. Like so here it only has like this directory here. It's az recharts demo. So let's go to that directory. And inside here, I'm going to use Visual Studio Code to edit it. So this code is just my command line. If you didn't set up a command line, you can open up Visual Studio and just use like a file.open. But let's look at the structure of this project first. So it has like a public folder and contains the index.html. If you're familiar with React, this is just like the boilerplate. It doesn't do anything, provide a basic web setup. And this is like the main part of the application, app.js. And index.js is just like replace the boilerplate, put our app component into the index.html and a simple CSS file. And the package, this is the tricky part. It's like we have to use the right version of React for it to work. So if we create a React app using the command, the nps create React app, right now the newest version is 18 something, which kind of doesn't work with Rechart. So this is like the good combination that I kind of find a lot of example and figure it out. So it would be a good start point there. And initially it wouldn't have this no dot modules. So the first step we need to do is going to the report into the directory and then run this npm install. So I already ran it beforehand, so a lot of stuff has already been downloaded, but if this is a brand new checkout, this would take longer. So now this is done. So it does say there's like 69 vulnerabilities, but don't worry about it. It doesn't like affect anything for our learning purpose. So this one is it's not in the repository. It would actually get downloaded after we finish this npm.install. And yeah, so and also this file package -log.json is also automatically generated after we run the install command there. So now we should be able to run the app. So just npm store. So this will actually get the Node.js running. Now it's opening up the website. Gonna take a little bit. Okay, here you go. So this is a sample bar chart showing the time series. and a title, and that's pretty much it. So let's look at the code. It's actually super simple. So inside the app.js, so initially for React to work, we have to import a React here, and also some components from the Rechart library. Moment is a very good library to handle JavaScript time, and we also import a simple CSS to add a little bit styling to the application. And I'll get into this format a little bit later. So the data, so inside the app function, there's only one constant data variable here. I should call it constant. So you see, there are only two things. It's a array of objects. So the object has two members. One is the x, the other is y. So x is just the day, and y is the value. And here we have the JXX component, which is actually the chart here. So inside the responsive container, it uses a bar chart component, and this is how you pass the data. So the data constant we define here and pass it using this. And we set the x-axis to use the x member inside the object, and the y set it using the y-axis here, and adding this line will give us tooltip. So this is the tooltip. We will actually see the value of it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Very simple. And now let's try to add one more data to it. So currently we have 4 data points. What about we add another one? So just give probably a main data. And the y value, let's put a 60 and save it. Okay, now after we're saving, the app would automatically re-render and add this new part here. So now this gives us a pretty good start point, and we can try out the examples on Recharts, using this data and then using the other component and pass the data to it. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video and happy hacking. Thank you.